This is not your average hair straightener, and I need to explain why. This is the Wavytalk 1-inch curling iron. It is an airflow styler, and it has a 360 cooling air as well as heat here. And I wanted to do a review video on this to help you feel a little more confident before purchasing. If you grew up in the high school era like I did, where everyone was straightening their hair, you probably had that feeling just like I did when I was a kid. Sometimes you just wanted to curl your hair. The standard hair straightener doesn't allow you to do that. It crimps your hair, and it just looks really kinky. This one, on the other hand, is intended to be both a hair straightener and a hair curling iron, which is so what dreams are made of, at least in my opinion. A couple things that I really liked about this hair straightener, other than the fact of the affordability. Number one, it does have 5 or 6 different heat temperatures down here, and it's a toggle on, which is really handy for a hair tool, because if you're anything like me, in the process of like curling your hair or straightening your hair, your fingers down here end up pushing buttons, and you end up going to either hotter temperature or cooler temperature, and that's not necessarily what you want. I like that this is just a toggle on, because then you don't have to worry about on accidentally pushing a button. But the thing that I truly love about this is using this on like day 3, day 4 hair. My hair is a little oily. I don't want to necessarily redo all of my curls, but maybe I want to touch up my bangs area. All I do is go in with this, and it's nice because the heat from the inside of the plates and the cold air on the outside locks in the curl. Nothing I've seen before, which is so incredible and slightly bonkers to me. You're gonna see it in the B-roll footage. I don't have this plugged in right now because the airflow does actually make a sound like a standard hair straightener. What you would do is you're gonna take your hair, then you're gonna put it in just like a standard hair straightener. But then at this point is when you're going to start curling it, and as you can see, it has a softer edge, and so it's not gonna create that kink that you would normally get if you're using a standard hair straightener. You would drag it down, and then poof, it would pop up and it would be curly. Since this isn't on right now, it actually flattened it out more, so I'm gonna need to fix that later. But I really love this for, like I said, day 3, day 4 hair, because I don't want to necessarily put a ton of heat on my hair to create the curl, but I do want volume back into my hair, and I feel like this is a quick pick me up in that way. If you want to use this to curl your whole hair, you could totally do that. Another thing I like about this company in general, but primarily this item, is the fact that it does have the rotating cord down here. I can't tell you how many hair products I've had where I've spent like $50 to $100 on a hair tool. They don't have that component with it. It's just so tedious, and something that should be on every single hair tool, but it's not. I really like that Wavytalk did consider it when they were putting this hot tool together. They do have 3 different colorways, so if you don't like purple, I think they've got a pink and a rose gold version. This is one of those items that is going to be perfect for a beginner, whether they're straightening their hair or curling their hair. This is going to be a great teenager gift, or maybe something that you want to have on the go if you're traveling, because then you don't have to worry about having 2 different hot tools. You can have your hair straightener and curling iron in one.